Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Plan With Me. This is Misty with Happy Planning with Misty, and we are going to do the week of August. Am I right? August the 19th. Is this actually falling in place as the right date? I was thinking that should be the 18th. I wonder if I dated this wrong. Ain't y'all glad y'all tuned into this? So this is the 18th through the 23rd. Okay, what was this one? The 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th. I skipped a number. I wonder how many were hollering about this on my last video that I did, since I don't know how to count. So let me find those numbers that I used, because I was thinking I have, here they are. So 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, but I don't see 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It don't look like I had the number 16 on here, period. Let's see, y'all. Let's get this 18 off of here, because that is not the right date. Let's get this 17 off, and let's scoot that over. So either 16 was already missing, or I didn't include 16 when I made these numbers. 10, so 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I didn't include 16 because 17 would have been right there. I left out a number. Oh, Lordy mercy. Okay, so this is the way the Plan With Me started, which is just normal for a Plan With Me. So, anyway, we are going to use this sweet gardening kit, because this is it's still hot in Alabama. I don't know about y'all, but it's still hot. But I'm not dead yet. I wet my plants. Bees, please. Life is better in the garden. Why, though? Yes, it's so hot. Why does it have to be? And then we have our functional boxes, checklist, these kind of checklists, which are spades, and they are darling. I love them, with a weekend banner and some headers. And then our washi and our days of the week, and our Monday through Sunday. So let's see about getting this set up. This is the week we are going to Indiana, so it was like, I gotta get her done if I'm gonna have a Plan With Me for my peeps. So we gotta have a knife, we've got to have a straight edge, and then I'm gonna need a Sharpie to write on these stickers. Okay, so if I act a little weird, this is my third video today. Yep, that's what I said, third video. And it's with me also medicated and dealing with a headache, so nothing really new on that part. Y'all just bear with me when it comes to things I say or do that might be cracked up. Okay, let's get this other washi on. So how is your week going? I hope it's going good. When you're watching this, if I get this done correctly, and if I get it uploaded correctly, this will be going up on the Monday we are leaving. So I am hoping and praying everything's going good for us. Let's see. I think I am going to go across the top. like this. And then let's see what this would look like. That in the background. Cute. Okay, let's go with the next color. And let's do the same. This is going to be a lot more of a structured plan with me, because of course I don't know what in the world we'll be doing at what hour this next week, because I don't know what's happening when up in Indiana. I just know that we are going to be gone from Monday to Friday. We'll be back home that afternoon, so Marshall can pay the guys, get their paychecks out to them. And we were going to try our best to fly back. Yeah, that ain't happening because that costs an arm and a leg. So we are going to just rent a car, and the rental place is just less than 10 minutes from the school. So we'll just have Maddie take us there so we can pick up that car and we will drive home. It won't be a problem at all. So there's a nervous excitement because this is all new territory for us. And all the kids have got to clock in, check in, whatever you want to call it, on Monday between 2 and 4. So we do have a specific time frame that we need to get there. And once we get there and we're shown where she's going to be rooming at, and if she's going to room with someone, it just depends on how many kids have enrolled this year. She might have a room all to herself, or she might be rooming with someone. Either way, once we know that, then we can go get like the bedding that she needs, as far as comforters and sheets and stuff like that. Okay, so there's that. And I do have these date dots, but if I've got some in here that's got the right dates on it, I'd rather just, like these here, I hadn't used them yet. Let's see. These have the right dates, and it's already a partial. So we're going to put this in here so we can use those dates later. And go ahead and use these here. These are Sweet Kawaii design, so that will work just fine. So we got the 18th. So have your kids, wherever you're at, have they started back to school? I know I've got one sister that her 2 kids go to school. A brother and his kids go to school, but he's in Georgia. And then I've got another sister who homeschools her. She's got 4 kids, but one of them is in college. So she's homeschooling 3 of them. And she just lives right down the road from me. Okay, so there's everything dated. Let me set that to the side. Then let's go back and I think this is going to be our sidebar related stuff. And then So if I go ahead and use this here, okay, it will cover everything, but I need to be right at the edge of this. Okay, so that is covered. Okay, then I think I'm going to use this as a little divider. Cute. And let's see about doing these checklists down here at the bottom. This is just barely covering that, but I think it's enough that it won't be so noticeable that it drive me crazy. So I think that's going to be all right. Then we'll do this next one right there. Cute. And then we've got this here that we can do. And I think I'm going to use this here. We're going to put it right here. And I'm going to use this to do. And this box, because it'll be whatever we've got going on up there. Okay. And then let's put another header. And then will a box it will just fit. So let me move this just to make sure we've got the room. Put this right there. Right there, and then I'm going to do a next week, or maybe to buy. That's what I'll do, because that's what I'm going to have to do up there, is buy stuff for her. For her room, for us to fix her room. Let me see if I've got some more words. Seriously, I don't have a to buy and all that to do. I've got another. There's an important. Let me just double check, y'all, because a to buy is really what I need there. So I'll know. There's a to buy right there. It's not the same font, but it's going to work. Okay. So we've got that part. So now let me think just a minute, guys. So if I do, I think I'm going to do these full boxes along the bottom. But I still like my full boxes. Let's see, sort of, let's go with life is better in the garden. Like this. That's how I like them. A little up, a little down, a little up, a little down. That might be okay that way. Okay. Let's see. Wednesday, it will be at the 3 o'clock. I love this. I'm not dead yet. Just saying, I'm not dead yet. Don't know that my plants can say that, but I don't buy the ones that come back every year. I buy the ones that only last through part of the summer, and by this time in August in Alabama, there's hardly anything living because it is so dang hot. Okay, let's go back up here to this. Then we'll do this one, and it will be almost a box completely finished. Okay, so there is that part. Let's see, y'all. I think I'm just going to use these checklists. I've been trying to debate whether to use these or these, but I love these. These are so cute. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do a header, and I will get to-dos or important or something like that to go on those. And then I'm going to list okay, I think this is the way I'm going to end up doing it for right now. So let's just go with it as much as we can. So I am not forever here and taking forever for y'all. But as soon as I can get back on here after we get home and I'm not bawling my eyes out and I can tell y'all what's going on, I will. Now I am planning on a week. Today I am doing it on this Monday. Some of you have texted me and told me that you're praying for Marshall because I told you about how he hurt his elbow, and yes, it is swollen. It's got this greenish look underneath here. This is all swollen. His hand is swollen. So in the morning, which is Tuesday, and I need to write it on here too, but I need to ask him what time. He does have an orthopedic appointment, and they did do x-rays, but x-rays are usually what you use to see the bones. Stuff that are made, what do they call it, dense material. It's not the best thing for looking at muscle or tendons. He needs an MRI for that, but I just work at the pharmacy. That is my wifely pharmacy opinion. So we'll see if who is actually the doctor, if they can see it, since they've been reading x-rays a lot longer than I have. If they can see what needs to be seen and get him fixed up. We're hoping that he can put it in a cast or a sling or something and he'll be good and he won't have to have surgery, but you just don't never know with stuff like this, do you? Okay, go back to this red. Then the orange. Then the green. And then get these others. Situated on here. Okay, so we got that. Let me find, where's those boxes that I was using? Where did I lay it? Oh, there it is, right there on top of it, in front of me. Gosh. You know, it's scary sometimes. I don't know if I've told y'all this before or not, because I hate to have to admit to it. But Maddie was looking for her birth control pills the other day. She was like, Mama, and they were something that was new. It had come in the mail because they've changed it up to try to see if they can help some of the stomach issues she's been having, because they think it's her birth control. But anyway, she was like, Mom, didn't you say they come in the mail? I was like, yeah, baby, they're in there on the counter, because she was needing to start them. And she said, well, I don't see them. I said, well, baby, last time I looked, they were in there. That's where they're supposed to be. That's where I thought I set them. And lo and behold, I had set them in the refrigerator. Now, why did I do that? Bless her heart, I'm glad she opened it up to get her something to drink, or we would have never found those pills until later. Next morning, probably. I don't know, y'all. I can't explain some of the things I do. Okay, yay, that used up that whole sheet. Alright. So now, this decor is going to be a little big, I think, for this, but we've got some that's not too big that we can sort of spread along the way. But first, let's do the $2 Tuesday. And let's do Freebie Friday. And then Saturday, I'll just tell you, it's going to be a lazy day for me because I'm going to be recouping from emotions and riding. Sunday will be our day off. So we can go ahead and put that down here. Okay, so now let's see about, we can do the weekend banner. Let's see, will it look better? Right here. I think that's okay right there. Okay, and then let me just white out this time so my eyes will quit going to that. And maybe we can bring in some deco for some of that. So like I said, this is very structured because it's going to be one more week. We got that. We've got this. So that's another. Let's see. Okay, let's see. We can do this little snail. Let's do a little wheelbarrow. Oh, I forgot to white that one out, but that's okay. We'll cover it up just like that. Let's see. We can do I think this little watering can will fit down here. Do this little sunshine. And then over here on this one, we can do this little bag of seeds. We'll do a rainbow. Okay. And then this little feller needs something. We'll do this. I don't want him over here by himself. Let's do that little thing. Okay. I'm not sure when we'll do the groceries and the payday. So now the only thing I want to do is look for either several to-dos or importance. Let's see what we can find real quick that I've got several of. Got several of anxiety. That's not encouraging, is it? Okay. So I've got a few right there. Is that the only words I got? I don't have a to-do in the right colorway there. I got just piecey parts. Piecey parts. Okay, hang on. Okay, I had to go searching, y'all. I knew I had a book that had some in it, but these are all like today, the word today. This is not a to-do, but let's see, that says today. Yeah, they're not to-dos, they're todays. I was like, wait a minute. Something don't make sense. I'm going to spread these colors out. day. Okay, so we'll put this dark one, that's green. We need one for red, so I'll go with this blue. Orange can have this green. And the green, I don't have a red. I guess I'll go with this purple. Okay, so there we go. Let's move this, move this. All right, guys, so this is Monday the 18th through the 24th. And I think it's cute. Cute, cute, cute. So that's a sweet kawaii design. And I think this is about all she wrote, because I won't know till I get on this week what really is going on. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this plan with me. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see y'all on the next one. Bye, friends.